So, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. It is day 12. That's for me. All right, so today we're going to talk about what is your mindset level, motivational video, put God first, the 6-word success formula. And what I mean by the 6-word success formula, in most of our videos that we have heard, and when we listen to successful people, these are the words. Let me see if we have something in chat. I'm going to look. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Dershan. All right. Good morning back to you all. All right. So here we go. So we know what our first question is. What is your mindset level? Let's just stay here for a few seconds or a little longer than a few seconds. This morning, I like to prepare for things, and I didn't prepare my PowerPoint this morning, even though it's simple, and because I was having some kind of issues, and my head got full, like, oh my God, I can't get it out, and I don't want to half step and so on. And then what happens, my head is blown up. Even if I woke up with a 10, it's like, because I got a problem. And so now it's trying to shift me down to a 7. And I'm like, okay, no, release it, let it go, and just do all of what you can do. And then once I did that, the energy comes back, and that negative energy just gets out of me, because the reason that it went down is because I had an issue. I had a problem. If I didn't have a problem, it would be 10. So that's one scenario. And she's on the line, and she said that I could say something. And we were talking last night. Dershan and I was talking last night, and she said, well, I'm going to go to bed with a 4, but I'm going to wake up in the morning with a 10. And so I said, wait a minute before you get off the phone. I need to know why you're going to bed. I'm not going to try to change it, but why you going to bed with the 4? Maybe you should at least go to bed with the 6, right? And so she and I started laughing. And she shared with me that she's not where she wanted to be in a certain situation. And then I started laughing at her, because I'm saying, okay, she's in a movement motion. She's in action with what her plan is. That's the good part about it. As long as you stay in action, you stay working towards it. Sometimes we're going to be delayed, but if you keep staying the course, if you stay the course, even if you don't make your goal or accomplish it, then you're still on the right track. I understand, because I'm just like her. It's like, okay, I'm not here, but let me see how I can evaluate. And the funny part about it is that she said, I'm going to bed with the 4, but I'm going to wake up with the 10. And I'm like, okay, well, if she can, it's her choice. She already know that. Now she said it, that I'm going to wake up with the 10. Dershan, are you on the line? You on the line? I know you can hear me. Can you say something can you say something about your mindset level from last night to this morning briefly?
This morning I'm gonna take on it's all about resetting.
Mm.
Reset your preset, and it doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Whatever happened, it took me to a level where I can reevaluate today. I'm not gonna try to reevaluate last night and try to bust my mind about it. I'm gonna wake up the next day and try to tackle it and do everything I possibly can to make sure I thrive to stay at a 10 going to bed the next night. And that's pretty much it for me.
So my aha moment out of that, and my nugget that will carry me and help me, you said, I reset to preset. I like that. So that's my nugget for today, and I hope you all get something out of this today as well. Thank you for sharing, Dershan. Now we're going to go into the motivational video, so you all can see that I kind of messed up, but let's see if we can get this video rolling. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Number 1, put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that it's a gift. 40 years ago, March 27th, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just this past March, I was flunking out of college. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. I had a 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still call it beauty shop now? What they call it now? Yeah, I was sitting in the beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looking me in the eye. I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen, give me a pencil, I have a prophecy. March 27, 1975, she said, boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now, mind you, I was flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was going to do, and she's telling me I'm going to travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world, and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing, the success that I had. The most important thing is that what she taught me, what she told me that day has stayed with me since. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life, and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God. Number 2, fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today's the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you've already done, and consistency every day, not just one Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it every day. You have to plan every day. You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, twerk world that you've grown up in, remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you've been running place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Number 3, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I'll say it again. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have, it's what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some teachers. Yeah, okay. Some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is in helping others. That's where the success is. Finally, I pray that you put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours. True desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. I'll say it again. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference.
All right, that was good. I want to just in closing out these 6-word success formula. And these are the words that we hear all the time. We hear consistency, discipline, failure, goals, help others, and trust God. And one of the things that I want to say is that the key to our lives is being the best version of who we can be. And we don't necessarily have to get caught up with what society says. You have to be able to take the mirror and look at yourself every day, do a self-evaluation and say, am I putting out the best me? And you feel good about it. And if you feel good about it, in spite of what society thinks, then you're awesome. You're great, as long as you know that you've given all you got to be that success person in your life and the people that you're connected with. So this is the end of day 12, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And as always, thank you all for coming on to K1 Konnect Motivational Call.